Hey everyone, and I want to welcome everybody to a virtual celebration as we really begin this really incredible and important moment for so many in our community, which is of course Hanukkah. We know that tonight is the first night of Hanukkah for not just of course us here in our community in Long Beach, but all across the country and the world. Hanukkah is important for us because it means so much to such an important and vibrant part of our city. I've said this before, and I'll continue to say it, but our Jewish members of our community are incredible people, their neighbors, their friends, and their family. And I want to thank our entire Jewish community for the incredible contributions that they make every single day. An incredible work that's centered around helping others, around supporting and providing for the community, and helping those that need our help the most. We know that in this time of COVID-19, now more than ever, we have to do what we can to protect others. Hanukkah is a sacred tradition. And for those that are celebrating tonight and will continue to celebrate, we want to make sure that we continue this tradition, even though it's virtual this year. As long as I've been mayor, I've made sure that every year that we have hosted a Hanukkah lighting of the Menorah here at City Hall. And while we can't gather all together, like normally we would have a lot of folks here celebrating and lighting together, we still thought it was important that we virtually and digitally this year light our City Hall Menorah. I want to thank all of our friends, but I want to thank the rabbi who is going to be making some remarks here in just a moment. He has been a good friend and has really helped us lead this effort here at City Hall and to provide the menorah that we also have here. He's been a supporter and a friend, but also a great leader within our greater community. Before I turn it over, I just also, on a personal note, I want to share with all of you how much I love and appreciate your friendship and the Jewish people. Having had a chance to go to Israel in the past and see the incredible culture and the people and the struggle is something that has always impacted me in the work that we do here locally. And so thank you for your good works, and thank you to all of you that are joining us. And I also wish everyone a wonderful Hanukkah, particularly as we begin tonight. And with that, I'm going to turn this first over to the rabbi, who will also make some additional remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Happy Hanukkah to everyone in Long Beach. Happy Hanukkah to everyone in the entire world. Long Beach is an international city, and we celebrate together with the entire world this beautiful, beautiful holiday. Just a few remarks, a few minutes. You know, this Hanukkah miracle is very similar to the first encounter between God and Moses. You all know the story. Moses was shepherding the flock of his father-in-law in the desert when he saw a miraculous sight. He saw a burning bush, but yet that bush was not being consumed. And the question is asked, there is nowhere in the entire Bible, in the entire Torah, that God introduces himself in such a miraculous way to anyone. Why did God choose at this specific moment to reveal himself in the most unique fashion, something that he never did again? And I heard a marvelous answer that I would like to share. You see, at the burning bush, God was instructing Moses to go to Egypt and liberate the Jewish people from slavery and from tyranny. And he would have to face Pharaoh, the biggest superpower at that time, and take the Jewish people out of Egypt, through 40 difficult years in the desert, to their promised land. And one of the biggest challenges to many leaders, and to every one of us. Each one of us is a leader in a certain sense, in our own homes and our own environment. And that challenge is spelled in one word, two words, burnout. How many of us working so tirelessly, trying to make a better place for us and for all of us, many times we face with that challenge of being burnt out. Many of us, we get involved, we get married, we are about to build a family, we're so thrilled, full of joy and happiness. And then pressures begin to mount. And the energy, we feel the energy is just drifting away from us, drifting away from our spouses. That fire is gone. We feel burned out. How many of us are going to business all excited, full of excitement, and then the grind, the daily grind gets to us, and we feel burned out. And this is the message that God, at that moment of the burning bush, is giving to every leader, but to every one of us. If you make your passion, if you make your life, and dedicate yourself for the betterment to make this world a better place, to make your environment a better place, to make your home and this world a place of goodness and kindness and morality, God says to every one of us, I promise you, your bush will never be consumed. When the Maccabees fought the tyranny of the Syrian Greeks and entered the temple and found a little jug of oil, many of us in our lives, we find a little jug of oil. How much will this oil last? And then that miracle happens. If we dedicate our lives for that purpose, that oil will last and last forever. This is the lesson for Hanukkah for every one of us. If we dedicate our lives, not just for ourselves and self-centered for ourselves, but we dedicate our lives for the betterment of the human soul. We dedicate our lives to kindle this human spirit. God promises us that our oil will always be replenished. Our bush will never be consumed, and our fire will last forever. Now we're going to go to the lighting of the menorah, lighting the darkness of the night, which is that's the meaning of one of the messages of the menorah. When you feel the day is getting darker, when you feel that the life is getting darker, light a little candle. A little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness. Mr. Mayor? Yes. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to all. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah is for the next 8 days. Remember, if you're Jewish, to take that menorah light tonight, the first night, every single night for the next 8 nights, light one extra candle, as is going to be here. Every night we add another candle. We add in light. We add in goodness and kindness. Thank you so much.
Rabbi, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.